JTZ. This sounds pretty bad. I'm trying to war boss. I don't know if they're good or not. Lots of the versions play Chain Whirler. They play like the Unclaimed Territory Chain Whirler mana base, which might be superior. It's a decent hand against. I was gonna say it's missing a Gruul Spellbreaker. Oh, they're just stuck on lands. Gonna go with Spellbreaker here so I don't get punished by Craft Carnarium. Also better against Cast Down, etc. I think. Doesn't seem like they even have a 2-mana removal spell. I wasn't paying attention. Try the Hooglin Gender Growth. Was it any good? Do you have a list? If you think it's legit good and you have a list, I mean, I'm not opposed to trying decks. Yeah, I went full on clickbait was the title. People made a good point yesterday. I was asking like, you know, what I could do to get more viewers, and some people pointed out that a lot of people, you know, might not realize who I am, just the yellowhat thingy, etc. So, you know, people might think I'm like trolling when I put like top 5, top 10 of all time or whatever, and it's just a joke. So pulled out all the stops. Yeah, it looks like it's just an Esper Fest. Alright, the Jeff Hooglin. Free Domri, 2 Find Finality, and then all spells. Well, already this is a best of free deck, so... This deck... So this deck is probably gonna lose to white. It's probably gonna lose to red as well. And it might be okay against Esper. I don't know. This deck does not look very good. Not counting its like free colors, etc. Yeah, I just don't see it. Did we get Hall of Fame internet and camera? Yeah, I just changed webcam. I've had good internet for a while now, since November. I have like pretty much as fast as it gets, which is nice. You should one-table some poker in the corner of your screen while playing Magic. And people actually enjoy that. I don't think I would enjoy it. It'd be like too much to focus on. Alright, this draw didn't exactly pan out. I had a good opening hand. How long until you have to submit your deck? So we had to submit... Oh wow, that was an excellent draw. Because they don't even have Absorb mana. We had to submit yesterday. I'm hoping this is all kind of public. I don't see how it could be, how it could hurt anyone for me to share that. I think I even heard Javier Dominguez talk about it this morning. Anyways, I've been pretty open about that stuff. I don't think it's... So basically they made us submit decks yesterday. And I think the reason is, you know, they're hoping we kind of submit our likely decks and they can make sure they're not missing anything with the interactions. And we get to resubmit as many times as we want from now until the 20th. And they will keep the like latest deck lists, you know. But everyone had to submit 2 deck lists yesterday. his kicks. Other people have been open about it, yeah. Were you ever the kind of player to have 10 games open at once? Online poker, obviously. Yeah, for tournaments. For cash game, occasionally when I was playing like low stakes. You know, the easier the games, the more tables you can play. And it's kind of about finding, you know, you're just trying to maximize your hourly rate. So it's about finding the sweet spot where, you know, your gameplay is not suffering from having too many tables, but you're also playing, you know, as many tables as possible. And for tournaments, I went up to like, I mean, people can do more. I could go up to like 16-ish maybe for tournaments, and maybe like, if the games were kind of tough, maybe 4 to 6 table for cash game, something along these lines. I mean, I'm sure at one point in my life I had 24 table, maybe at least just to try, you know, just. But yeah, that was not my standard. I'm not Elky. I'm not an Elky. I think tournament players are easier. Well, first of all, tournament play a lot of the time is like 9-handed or 8-handed as opposed to cash game where it's usually and it's a bit like the gameplay is a bit like more straightforward, and you have less decisions because a lot of the time you're like not as deep stacked, so it's a lot of like easy decisions, so you can play more tables. Man, I'm sad. I was gonna get the city's blessing. I have the city's blessing. See the arch? I'm playing 25 lands. Most of these red-green decks play 24 lands. I don't really get it. I'm playing 24 lands with no explore and like some 5-drops. And you're playing a deck that doesn't really function on free lands either. You need at least 4. Ooh, always exciting. Is Christian streaming right now, or do we get to see what the chalksters oh wow, secret deck as for control. Hand's pretty good. This is probably a bit better than a shock or a lightning strike. Well, it's definitely better than a shock. Probably better than lightning strike too. Especially with Spellbreaker in your deck, it's usually easy to find a spot where you can use it. I think you just lead with Zerta Goblin here. And you always go for counter, especially on turn 2. Well, you always go for counter on turn 2 against Esper, 100% of the time. Spellbreaker usually always almost do haste. I'm not even sure I can't imagine a scenario against Esper where you would want the +1/+1 counter. Hey Pomish, was it you who missed a bunch of land drops with Esper? I recommend hitting your land drops with Esper. Hey Justin, did I break it yet? Well, I wouldn't tell you if I broke it. I probably wouldn't play my broken deck on stream. Alright, this is like the turns where you need to draw a Spellbreaker or Phoenix, or obviously a dragon would be nice. Alright, doesn't look like he has a removal spell. He might have Absorb though. There's also a small chance he's playing Lyra in his deck. Some people do play Lyra. I'm pretty sure it was the timing tells he didn't have a counter removal spell, because it was like instantly passing to me. Kind of this, I don't know. He's either really good at passing fast, or Okay, no, so there is a little timing, so he does have a removal spell now. Could just be Canister's Insight though. I'm not gonna go for double shock. He has negate mana up. Wow, he's playing super cautiously. He's not even flashing back his insight. So it's possible I lose the game because I didn't go for the collision the turn he had insight, but if he had like absorb or removal spell. I didn't think he had removal spell. He could have had absorb though. And he's really playing around double lightning. I'm gonna play my lands because I have like an Arch of Araska in my deck. And like he knows I have at least one burn spell because it's giving me priority. So he knows I have at least one burn spell in hand. For those of you who don't know, we're not allowed to have full control on during the Mythic Invitational. So it is part of it is kind of a game within the game of like noticing that stuff and paying attention to the timing tells. How's Reed doing with the black-white deck yesterday? It was a white-black sewer. What's my prediction on how the tournament's gonna play out? I honestly haven't thought about that yet. I'm still like at this point where I'm getting games in, etc. Can you put manual stop in at every step? No. You're allowed 1 or 2 stops per turn or something, like if you need them, kind of. All right, now we have the kill. As soon as he tap down to like 4 mana or less, I can actually kill him. But right now he has 6 mana up. How good would Arch of Araska be right now? Make me so happy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, okay. He's kind of in a tough spot. I kind of have him in the soft lock. Why can't you have full control on? Because it's a promotional event and they want to make it as viewer friendly as possible. I actually have played a bunch with red-green against Esper, and I've never gotten in that kind of spots. It's actually pretty rare that the games play out that way. So basically I can't play spells right now because I just lose basically, I think, if he ever resolves an absorb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I'm kind of screwed. I need to draw a burn spell this turn to have a shot, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, I need to get really lucky in the next few turns. All the shocks untap a bunch of haste. Yeah, but it's all negated. Like, 1 absorb basically negates that entire plan. I mean, I didn't do the math, but maybe I had enough. I don't think I did though. Maybe if I had a bunch of Spellbreaker. Yeah, now it's just all falling apart. Play a creature, they absorb, you shock times 2. You shock again, they absorb, you shock the first time. Yeah, but they don't need to absorb my creature. They can have like, I guess he already had 2 moment of, he had 3 moment of craving in the graveyard. Alright, that was maybe my bad. Like, he actually went for Daredevil over Shock? Yeah, that's maybe my bad. Alright, I think this is... Let's do it this turn. I will say I didn't realize Christian had already played Free Moment of Craving. It's funny if I end up losing because I played a creature and he has a Vraska's Contempt target. Alright. Good game. I might have had the kill a tiny bit earlier. That's pretty close. And that was even one of like my especially good draws. My early turns were bad, and I also didn't draw Arch of Vraska. That would have been super sick. All right, this is a bad matchup, I think. Like some versions play Reveler, or not Reveler. Some versions play Chain Whirler, but I'm not even sure Chain Whirler helps you that much, honestly. Oh, I think I messed up. Like Chain Whirler on the draw. Like the versions that play Chain Whirler also play a bunch of basic forest. Like sometimes turn 3 Chain Whirler on the draw is too slow against white. And let alone when you can't play it on turn 3. But Chain Whirler's decent. It's decent against red too. It's not amazing against red, but sometimes just clearing one Gashino Spellbreaker can be a huge deal. So I think I'm supposed to attack because if they play a Tribunal, they can't attack with everyone and flip landing. And if they sack attack a sentry for to flip a landing, I think I'm okay-ish with that. Alright, I want to force a trade here. If they have another Loxodon, I don't know. I need to end the game. Like, I think the end game benefits them. Despite them being the kind of aggro deck, I think they have the better they have the better early game and the better late game and the better everything game, I feel. Decklist on the overlay is incorrect. That decklist, what is it? It's probably what, blue-white modern control or something. I'll change the decklists. They don't have too many tribunals or formation if they're stuck on 2 land. I guess they have a shot. Did I not turn on Deckmaster? Thought I had. Love the stream name. Yeah, I went full sellout. Alright, they have block there, take 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I need to try and keep push damage for the commands, yeah. I guess I jinxed it, calling for not too many tribunals. I think I played it fine though. I need to push damage. I just need to keep attacking. Like what I'm going to do, just chum block was my Zerta anyways. This is medium matchup. You need shock. Shock's really good against them. Just keep them off Loxodon for as long as you can. You need to like kind of quote unquote draw perfectly, you know, just curve out shocks into 2 drops, into 3 drops, into Amazonians ranking up in the world. Probably some white green. Probably not a bad matchup for me. Also this hand kind of blows. I don't feel like this is a mulligan. I think this is a bit better. I'm not even gonna keep that. Oh no, every time I watch her stream, she's playing some kind of white-green deck, I think. So that's what I'm gonna assume. Or sometimes white weenie, I guess. Did I see Craig Wesco's new job? Nope. Is he a sheriff? They drew perfectly, the white deck? Not really, I mean they drew very well. They never played a third land, which is not ideal. How much of your free time do you spend watching other people stream? These days a lot. I'll have streams open, I'll keep an eye on what's going on. That was a really good draw. Do you get to see deck lists in advance? I think we get the deck list the day before the tournament starts. Maybe the morning of. Wesco's starting a vegan pizza shop. Sounds sweet. Amy is telling me to say hi to you. Who's Amy? I know Amy Lindy. I know Amy. I know another Amy. I know like 3 or 4 Amy's, but none of them very well. Oh, Amazonian. Oh, cool. I'm so dumb. Do I want to keep the board clear? Do I want to attack, force the trade, play another, or do I want to play a giant dragon? It's kind of close. I think I'm just gonna do that. Am I trolling? I was definitely not trolling. I don't watch her stream that often, so it doesn't even register that she goes by Amy necessarily. Even though it's kind of literally her name. I'm a very good unintentional troll, I guess. I'm gonna go back to best of 3 after the Invitational is over. I'm probably gonna be playing a lot of Modern after the Invitational is over. Looks like she's pretty bad spots regardless of what I do. Hey, hello. Alright. think I'm gonna do that. Hope it's not spewy. So if I attack with Guardian, they go chomp trade. If I attack just with these two, they go double block. Alright, I'm just gonna do that. And when is the invitational? In 10 days? 2 weeks. Starts in exactly 2 weeks. Ghost Chamber Guardian doing a lot of work. Yeah, this is not the matchup for Daredevil, the white decks. You need more 2-drops, and besides, Goblin and Guardians are the 2 best. And then after that, you get like Thorn Lieutenant, Daredevil. You could play Branchwalker. I guess you could not play more 2-drops. Daredevil seems kind of strong. Alright, looks like she's dead on board. Alright, good game. I wonder how close she was from turning the corner. She probably has a better late game. I don't exactly know if she has March and stuff, or it's just locks it on. Alright. We need a 2-drop chat. Focus. Lame. Jeez. Wrecked. Getting memed on. She had Tristani in hand? Oh, Tristani would have been nasty. Do I want to get the War Boss engine going? Probably not. Well, I guess this is a spot where you put a counter on your Spellbreaker against control. Hey Craig Mack, that was a good match yesterday. We played an epic game of, I was playing regular Esper Control and Craig Mack was playing Dove and Zacuity. I think I was like 1 counter spell short of decking him. He got me. It was his last Mastermind's acquisition for Clear the Mind. Oh, this is looking pretty grim.
Damn, mobile not letting me share my resub.
Got there. Thanks, Irish Montreal. 4-month streak with the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. I was a turn 4 to Fairy, I just realized. It's pretty decent. Pretty damn decent. I'll just play Phoenix. Could have tried to burn to Fairy down, but did they have negates? Just disaster. I think adding Phoenix is nice because I'm Settle Wreckage immune because of Spellbreaker, and if, Cleansing Nova doesn't do that much. Burn to fairy down end of turn. Yeah, I think adding a phoenix to the board is good though. So they could have seal away. Let's see. Let's strike our phoenix, yeah. Alright, they do not have seal away. Why do you do that now? I mean, not that it's gonna change my turn, but... Alright, looks like somehow we're in decent shape despite the turn 4 to fairy. Question, I'm playing at the moment and I'm 179. If I queue into you, do you trust me not to look at your cards or should I switch streams? Got accused of ghosting yesterday on Huey's stream when I had left it before I queued into him and it was not any fun. No, I won't be. It's happened to me. It's given me new perspective on life. No, but seriously, the other day I had a bunch of streams open, including a Haynes stream. And I mean, I don't think anyone caught it, but I definitely played the whole match against him with his stream open while I was in his chat. So I've definitely found a new. Oh, wait, what? Why didn't I adapt? Why didn't it give me priority to adapt? I guess it just. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, a newfound, how do you say, tolerance and like. You know, giving people credit when they say, oh, I had your stream open, but I wasn't ghosting, I swear. So it's cool. You don't have to, you can just mute the stream or whatever if we queue into each other. Why shuffle away my phoenix? Good call. When was I going to draw it? Like that turn or the turn after? This is kind of an interesting spot. I need to push damage through, but also just lose if next turn. Yeah, I probably messed up. Definitely distracted by chat. I should maybe focus a bit more. I think I'm far enough behind that I need to just go, and hope they don't have another Nova. Oh yeah, I'm really playing terrible. Just evolve and play another one. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's so much. I don't know why. Sometimes I just miss like the most obvious lines. Alright, I think I'm gonna throw shock at the fairy. This way I maximize damage. Because I know they can't really have much for Spellbreaker. I guess they could have a random flash blocker. That'd be kind of good beats. I'm just trying to max damage. Not lose a single point of damage because obviously they have Wrath Capuchin. Why wouldn't they? Alright, now we're probably gonna get settled. Kind of crazy. Can you imagine Control back in the day? Or creature decks getting access? Like, Control deck would never be able to beat, like... these kind of cards. I'm just gonna play it because If they have Cleansing Nova, I think I'm gonna lose anyways. I should have played my land here. Crusader Archer Borrasco. Wrath Capuchin was Wilderness Reclamation. That's the first time I hear about that combo. Sounds kind of good. The problem with cards like Wrath Capuchin is that when people know about them, they probably get just infinitely worse. Look at that, it's basically Wall of Omens. Gleaming Barrier plus a treasure map. The Djinn. I needed to draw Collision Colossus. Pretty crazy brew. Love it. I was thinking about that card the other day. I think it was yesterday. I was thinking about that card was War of the Spark and all the Planeswalker. Is Oath of the Fairy just gonna dominate when we get infinite Planeswalkers? Alright, I can... They're at 15. Oh, I'll keep playing. I want to see what's in their deck, I guess. I want to see what's in their brew. Definitely made a few mistakes. Might have been able to win this game without the mistakes. Yeah. So what's the perks of playing that over Esper? It's probably pretty decent against creature decks. Is it good against Esper control, for instance? Seems pretty bad. You give them targets for your cast downs with the Djinn. Dovin's kind of nice in control mirror matches, kind of annoyance. I mean, you don't get thought erasure, which is kind of a big deal. Legion Warboss. I think there's a point in playing Legion Warboss. Wrath against Esper? Yeah, Wrath is kind of hard to kill, I agree. Wrath does seem nice. Doesn't die to cast down or Moment of Craving. It does die to Mortify. You have treasure maps too, which are pretty good against Esper. I'm assuming this deck probably gets run over by white. It probably has a worse white matchup than Esper. Probably also has a worse red matchup than Esper, even though you're only playing 2 colors. You don't have great answers to Frenzy. Oh, never mind. The Djinn is legendary. I did not remember that. Do they have high alert? I doubt it. So many treasures. I'll definitely take the under on 1 copy of High Alert. Is there a cat in the background? No. Still little kids across the street. There's a daycare across the street. Alright, good games. Or good game.